So I think last time we used the existing deal there. Now these pumps are brand new for 80 bucks. And they usually give me about 2 years. But this one's been in here for what? Only about a year, hasn't it?
Yep.
So we're gonna pull this thing out. And it's got a pitless in there. And you can see the handle, kinda. I'm gonna reach down there and grab that handle. You know something we haven't done yet? We gotta drain all the rest of the water out of the house. All right, let's give it a shot. Back is still killing me. So if nobody's seen a pitless before, this has an adapter down at the other end that it actually slides into, so it keeps the water from freezing. So I'm suspecting more than likely it's actually in the pump. I can hear water in the pump. And so these things are pretty cheap. You know, like I said, only $80. I can hear water inside there, and that's exactly what I suspected was wrong with it. So probably what we're gonna do is replace this with the new pump, and then I'm gonna take this apart and see if it's fixable, because I have some other pumps that we can take the motors out of. All right, let me get this screwdriver. Oh yeah, that's what it was. This O-ring failed, and so the motor has been submerged. I can still hear water in there. So we hope that doesn't happen with the next one. This made a good seal too. I mean, I could still see the grease. No, I mean, it didn't make a good seal, but it appears like it might have. By all appearances. And these here, I always put together with grease too. Let's see how well this one held up. Perfect. No issue whatsoever there. You know, I got the wrong darn... Oh man, I gotta get the flathead driver for that. Oh, fingers are so cold. See, that O-ring would have failed. It's got a kink in it. So it never hurts to check these things. They're just put together haphazardly. That's one of the biggest things with these little guys. I shouldn't have stuck it right in the dirt, huh? This grease has worked out pretty good for me. It's just a dielectric grease, but I guess a silicone grease might even be better. But this stuff has held up pretty good. It's pretty sticky, pretty gooey, just what we want. Sticky and gooey. If the O-ring fails, the grease will kind of hold it back. I guess that's the idea. Supposedly this only goes one way. Okay, final connection. All right, back down in the well. Just got to make sure that nothing gets tangled on the way down. Here's the tricky part, because I can make sure those wires and everything are out of my way. I just heard it go into the water. I just wanted to give you a little peek down the well here. You can see that pitless adapter. And so that we're just going to keep pushing that down. It should slide right in. I don't know if you can see that or not. Now it's slid in. We should be ready to go. All right. Well, we'll know in a few minutes. It's a slow pump, so it takes a while. My guess is it's already pumping. So there you have it. Less than an hour, I've swapped out my pump. You know, a lot of people would probably find this extremely inconvenient. You know, I get usually about 2 years out of these pumps. Obviously, this one failed before its time was up. But you know, the truth of the matter is this is what self-sufficiency looks like. You know, I always keep several of these little pumps on hand. They've treated me pretty good in the past. I'll put a link to these pumps in the description below if you guys are interested in getting yourself one of these things. The comparable SureFlow makes almost the identical looking pump. Theirs is black, and I think presently they go for around $600 to $800 depending on where you buy them. And they're tremendous pumps. They last for a long, long time. You might want to go that route if you have a little bit more money. These are good, especially if you have like a low flowing well. They'll keep up with you know, the slow influx of the water in your well, because they only pump about a gallon and a half a minute at 24 volts. So, and they will run at 12 volts, but they at a reduced volume and at a reduced head. So, but the SureFlow equivalent of this pump actually will pump nicely at the full head using 12 volts. But yeah, a lot of people would find this very inconvenient, but you know, it's just sort of what you're willing to put up with. You know, you trade some town conveniences for security. And that's what this is out here. You know, we didn't call a pump guy. We didn't, you know, everything's set up to be a DIY system out here. And we didn't have to call any kind of a specialist or anything like that. I mean, if things got bad and we lost our water, you know, it's likely something that we could fix ourselves, you know, especially with things, you always keep things on hand, you know, and that's part of the whole mantra of off-grid living is making sure that you have all of the necessary parts and pieces to fix whatever it may be that comes your way. So with that, guys, if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button, like button, put a comment, share this video, and we'll see you guys all in the next one. Water is a beautiful thing, let me tell you.